is all situated. I think right there is a good spot. Do I have the mic on? Okay, testing. Yeah, mic's on. Great. Put some of these up. I said 15 minutes and I'm late to my own shindig. Ain't that something? Ain't that something for real? Where are my headphones at? Headphones. Golly. It's been a busy week. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter weekend at least. I swear I just saw those headphones. Hold on, maybe they're in the other room. Be right back. My computer's super loud. I had to grab my headphones so I could do a quick audio test. But since it's a live stream, I always like doing live streams because it's less formal. So I could just have fun with you guys. So I'm just going to quickly, on my phone, open up Twitch, make sure I sound good, do a little test in the chat, and then open up YouTube, make sure I sound good, and then do a little test in the chat. Okay, I mean, I sound fine. I'm pretty far away from the mic, but I sound fine. I made it nice and quiet in here. Go get some sleep. because you just typed that, you know you're gonna be in the special thanks section. No sleep till Brooklyn. That's what I'm writing on Twitch. Now I'm gonna go on YouTube. Videos live. I need to get to my actual channel. There it is. When I use Restream, it's so annoying because it only shows like my default wallpaper. Okay, audio sounds good. Oh, I love this mic. All right, cool. Let me get this out of my ear. We're good. So, folks, thanks for that. What was that, 5 minutes? That was only 3 minutes. You guys will be all right. So that was 3 minutes. Basically, what this is my like third time doing this. As the title says, you are here hanging out with Decipher. We're doing a live stream of me writing my Air review. So if you didn't know, here at CPG, we do movie reviews, video game reviews, television reviews, mostly movie reviews just because of my hectic schedule, and I can sit for 2 hours and write up some thoughts. So everyone who types in a comment, they're going to be in the special thanks section. So if I can just pull up one of my old reviews, will this mess it up if I open it up in a new window? Okay, no, it doesn't. So our title is Air, then in parentheses 2023. Because funnily enough, in 2015 there was another Air movie. So I don't even think that was a good title. Let me know in the chat if you think Air was a good title for this movie. If you would have called it Jordan, the movie wouldn't have been good, because then the movie would have been like, okay, it's about Jordan. So Air is better. Air Jordan, again, it still sounds like the movie's about Jordan. So Air does make it sound like, okay, it's about the sneaker. I'll get into my thoughts later, but let's get the special thanks section done. So that's one of the things that we do in this format. Basically, like, I'm going to talk, I'm going to ramble, and just project my thoughts of this film onto you all, and we can discuss it like a community. Like, we're sitting at the lunchroom and we're talking about movies. Your thoughts might make it into it. I know for sure if you drop something in the comment section, you will. So we got this person named Vanzy01. Bam. Special thanks, Vanzy01. So let's talk about pros of the film. The acting was good. Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans. Is that how you spell his name? I'll fix that later. Marlon Wayans were the standouts. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I forgot to put my phone on vibrate. Unprofessional. Unprofessional. Come on. Excuse me. Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans were the standouts. And the reason why I say that, because Matt Damon was good in the film, but it's like he's always good, so it didn't move me. I think he was better in that movie where he was a knight that might have came out last year, The Last Battle, The First Duel, whatever that was called, that came out, I want to say last year. That, yeah, he was much better at that, so I'm all about that movie. And who was it? Ben Affleck, the director of this film, he was cool, but it was like he wasn't the main character, so he didn't really have that many scenes. Other than that, everybody was just fine. The pacing was good. So what's funny about this movie in this review thing right here, I did a double feature on Friday. So was that yesterday, right? Because today's Saturday? Yeah. So I did a double feature. I saw Air in the morning, or in the afternoon, really, because I saw it at 1:45. And then I saw Mario right after. So maybe 30 minutes after I saw Mario Brothers. So I'm going to do a review for both. I don't know if I'm going to make this particular video a double feature or not. I mean, it seems like there's enough people watching. We got 3 people watching, 2 on Twitch. Well, I guess the one is probably me. But it doesn't matter. So we got enough people watching, so I might do a double feature on this. But yeah, with Mario, well, we're not talking about Mario right now, but it was funny because this movie was longer than Mario, but it felt shorter than Mario. So that's saying something. The pacing was actually better on this film than it was in Mario. And Mario was going breakneck, but maybe it's because I got a little tired because I was doing 2 movies in one day. But nah, I felt like this movie was the Air, had better pacing. What else was good about it? That's probably it. I mean, it makes you like Nike because the way the story was told. Will it make you a fan of Nike? Hard to say. Really, those are my 2 pros. The acting was good. And to call out specifically, Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans were good. And then the pacing was good. Cons, I don't have any cons that I'm going to put in the review, but I shall spoil it for this because you guys are hanging out with me live. Yeah. Yep. You saw what I just typed. That is my biggest con of the movie, is that we don't get to see the man, the myth, the legend himself, the greatest of all time. They allude to him. They show like the back of his head. You hear him on the phone saying hello, but you don't actually see him. And the director, Ben Affleck, said, okay, I didn't do it for a reason. It's because it would have took away from the film, and he didn't want to take away from the film, which I get, but still, I wanted to see him. All right, so now that we have our pros and cons ready, let's go into our first section. Intro. Dang, what's a good intro? Air, I want to say like Air Jordan, so just saying Air. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up to make a biopic about Michael Jordan without showing Michael Jordan. Will this movie make you believe you could fly, or will it flop? That's a long, wordy title, but let's try it. Let's start putting that in. Excuse my horrible typing. It's got hitting all the wrong keys. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up. And I'm also using notes, so it doesn't even fix the autocorrect mistakes. Oh, Vanzy said boo. we're workshopping it. We're workshopping it. I'll go back to fix it. Ben Affleck, and if I put the voice on, you're gonna mess with it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna fucks with it. I cussed only because I am past the 30-minute mark, the 30-second mark, so YouTube will allow me to cuss. I'm 10 minutes in, so nobody watches usually within 10 minutes or whatever monetization rules are. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again. I love it so far. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again to prove that Jordan can fly? No. To make you believe you can fly. That feels like that's getting somewhere. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again to I'm losing it. Okay. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again to make a film. Not to make a film. I gotta make it. I'm getting there. We're workshopping it. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again to. You can't say two. You can't say two. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again to make you believe that you can fly. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again. Will they make you believe that you can fly? Ben Affleck and Matt Damon team up once again, period, end it. And then say, will they make you believe you can fly? It doesn't feel super Jordan focused, but it does because the Jordan's flying. Okay, I think I got it. I think we're getting there. Will they make you believe that... I spelled believe wrong too, but screw it. Will they make you believe that you can fly? Or will this film fall flat on its face? And then we hit them with the let's find out. Then we do our call to action. And if you're wondering what the call to action is, that's like when I say, what do I say when I do my call to action? I say something along the lines of, if you could leave a like, and I'm trying to fight the beast that is the YouTube algorithm, blah, 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 all that stuff. That's what the call to action is. But that's in the intro, so let me know if I should move it to the end. Ha ha. Because I could put the call to action at the end. And also, just so you know, like the first thing that comes up is the... How do you want to word it? It's like the teaser part of the trailer. Teaser clip from trailer. That's technically what shows up first. I like that because it's only like 5 seconds. It'll show like a teaser clip from the trailer, then the intro section where I say Matt Damon and Ben Affleck team up once again. Will they make you feel like you can fly? Will they make you believe that you can fly? Or will this film fall flat on its face? Let's find out. I like that use of alliteration. Film fall flat on its face. I like that. That might be corny, but I do like the use of alliteration. Let's find out. And then you do the call to action. So then, like I said, let me know if we should move it to the end. So after the call to action, I jumped right into whether the film was good or bad. And I think the film was really good. It was a solid film, but nothing stood out as amazing. The performances were all good. So it wasn't as if the acting was bad. So it wasn't as if the action was bad. Chris Tucker and what's his name? What I said, Marlon Wayans. I might still be spelling that wrong too. Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayne. Marlon Wayans? Yeah, Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayne were the standouts. Even though they both had the shortest amount of screen time. Alright, so let me read it. Air was a solid film, but nothing stood out as amazing. The performances, that's supposed to be performances, the performances were all good, so it wasn't as if the action, the acting, not action, because there's no action in this. So it wasn't as if the acting was bad. Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans were the standouts. And then comma. Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans were the standouts, even though they both had the shortest amount of screen time. The pacing of the film was swift, and even though it was 2 hours long, and even though I think it was damn near 2 hours long, even though the movie was almost 2 hours long, I never felt bored at any point. Never felt bored at any. Come on. At any point. The speech that Matt Damon gives. Wait, hold on. I don't want to go into spoilers, so when I type this, you know, I think already if I say that, that's spoilers. Because I'm going to just say, I want to talk about the speech that he says at the end. And I'm not going to say what he says. But if I say the speech that he gives at the end was really powerful, is that a spoiler? Because, I mean, you know he's going to say something, but you don't know he's going to give a speech. And you don't know that the speech is going to be powerful. How can I talk about it without talking about it? I want to talk about that particular scene because it was really good. Matt Damon has a monologue. That's what I'll say. Because that doesn't say speech, so monologue could be anything. Monologue is basically like 2 or more sentences unbroken, meaning the dialogue doesn't switch to another character. The monologue that Matt Damon has towards the end is so powerful, I teared up. That's not an exaggeration either. I was tearing up. But when you say she said no. Or Vanzi said no, so don't talk about it. Alright, we ain't gonna talk about the monologue. Damn, I gotta figure out a way to let them know that Matt Damon did a good job. Alright, let me see what I got so far. I talked about the performances. I talked about Chris Tucker. What was my pros and cons? And the pacing. I mean, that's gonna be the shortest review. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I guess I'll say the scene at the end is some of my favorite acting from Matt Damon. Is it my favorite acting? I don't know if it's my favorite. It's just really good as Tame, though. Okay, I'll talk about Viola Davis. Ooh, I'm spelling that wrong. Viola Davis was... See, her performance was tame. Her performance was Viola Davis's performance, which really this sentence actually should come before the pacing part. But whatever. Viola Davis's performance was good but tame. Was tame compared to her other roles. Tame compared to her other roles. But I really felt the power. I still want to direct it towards Matt Damon. I really felt the emotion from Matt Damon. Yeah, I gotta move this because if you're talking about performances, you gotta move it to right here because they're still talking about performances. All right, the performances. Well, where am I at? It was a solid film, but nothing stood out as amazing. The performances were all good, so it wasn't as if the acting was bad. Chris Tucker and Marlon Wayans were the standouts, even though they both had the shortest amount of screen time. Viola Davis's performance was tame compared to her other roles, but I really felt the emotion from Matt Damon towards the end. There it is. I really felt the emotion from Matt Damon towards the end. Bam, there you go. That's it. Pacing the film was swift. Even though the movie was almost 2 hours long, I never felt bored at any point. You should go see this movie only if you're a fan of... Well, hold on. It's not only, sorry. You should go see this movie if, not only, because I'm about to name a couple stipulations. This is not a general audience film. You got to know what you're going into talk about the end speech without spoiling the conversation. Oh, bet. I could have talked about it. All right, let me talk about that end speech. Wait, well, I guess I already put it right here. Let me see. This is, but I really felt the emotion from Matt Damon's speech towards the end. Let me say, Viola Davis's performance was tame compared to her other roles, but I really felt the emotion from Matt Damon's speech toward the end. Towards the end. There's a lot of S's in there. Let me read that one more time without screwing it over. Viola Davis's performance was tame compared to her other roles, but I really felt the emotion from Matt Damon's speech towards the end. Bam. That's solid. That's not a spoiler, and that's solid. I like that. Because it doesn't, you don't spoil it, you just know, okay, you know, I'm waiting towards the end to hear this crazy speech. Anyway, the pacing of the film was swift, blah, blah, blah. I already talked about that, and then that's the speech thing. And then this is like my recommendation. I don't recommend this for general audiences, so you should go see this film if you're a fan of, obviously, Michael Jordan, if you're a fan of Michael Jordan. Can I say Nike? If you're a fan of Nike, I don't know. Because some people are fans of Nike as just the brand, but they don't care about the history of it. If you're a Michael Jordan fan, number one, of course, you got to see this movie. Yeah, I can't say if you're a fan of Nike, you should go see this movie. Because you might not care about their basketball shoes. You might only care about, actually, really, that's all there is the basketball shoes. So, yeah, you should go see this movie if you're a fan of Michael Jordan, history of basketball. Even though it's not really the history of basketball. If you're a fan of basketball history, so let me just write that in. If you're a fan of Michael Jordan, basketball history, or let me think. I can't just say good acting because that's boring. Everybody's a fan of good acting. Who wants to see bad acting? Unless you're watching a Liam Neeson film. Oh, God, I'm like, no, I love Liam Neeson. That was the first name that came to my head for, like, just actors in general. I couldn't think of another name. I do like his name. Oh, you know what's crazy? I can fix that Marlon because I just realized it's on the movie poster. Where's Marlon? It was, I did spell it right the first time when I had it up here. It was no Y. The Y was in the Wayne's part. I'm tripping. Anyway. You should go see this movie if you're a fan of Michael Jordan, basketball history, or I guess Matt Damon and Air Jordan. If you're a fan of Air Jordan, I guess that is calling out just the shoe. Yeah. All right. You should go see this movie if you're a fan of Michael Jordan. I was about to read that as Michael Jackson just now. I'm tripping. If you should you should go see this movie if you're a fan of Michael Jordan, basketball history, Air Jordan. Well, I can't say Air Jordan. Air Jordans. Because it's too many Jordans in that now. If you're a fan of Michael Jordan or his shoes. No, you don't want to put two ors. Michael Jordan, basketball history, Air Jordans. I guess if you're a fan of Michael Jordan, you're already a fan of Air Jordans. I won't put that in there. You should go see this movie if you're a fan of Michael Jordan, basketball history, or Matt Damon / Ben Affleck movies, I guess. Or Ben Affleck films. Yeah, if you're a fan of Ben Affleck films, because he makes good films. I think he directed that movie where they were knights too. He spelled his last name Affleck films. Other than that, this was a good film. No texting required. Other than that, this was comma. This was a good film. No texting required. I'm going to give Air 7 Michael Jordans? Really? 7 Jordan? 7 slam dunks out of 10? And then you guys already know like the outro, but if you want, I could type it in. I could do. So, what did you think? You guys already know what I say. If you've watched any of my reviews, you guys already know what I say at the end. So I'm gonna type it in just for you guys because this is usually short. But I don't really have much to say. It's a good film. It didn't do much. It was a good film, good acting. but I'm gonna write it out because usually these streams are usually an hour. But like I said, it's a double feature. I'm gonna do Mario, and since I got enough people watching, I'll probably keep this in the Mario too, and then I'll just retitle it to writing my Air / Super Mario review. All right. Anyway, so what did you think of Air? Did you like it? Did you love it? Wait, what did I say? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you hate it? Did you even see it? That's what I always ask. I'd be like, so what did you think of Air? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you even see it? Are you a fan of Nike shoes? There it is. Are you a fan of Nike shoes? And then my little tidbit to share with the viewers is I used to own over 30 pairs of Converses, and I didn't even know that they were their own company until I did a book report. Until I did a book report on them as a high schooler. They used to hurt my feet so damn bad. Should I share all this with in the video? Probably not. Good night. I'm not going to be spoiled with Super Mario movie. That's perfectly fine. I'll probably just run that in a second video. But I got 4 viewers, so maybe I'll keep it on. I got 2 on YouTube, 2 on Twitch. So like I said, I might run a second video. But if you're already on the channel and you're watching this stream, you can see me when I reload it. I can just change the title. So I'll still make it 2 separate videos. So you can hang tight for this video. But I'm not finished typing it yet. I'm just writing out the rest of this intro. I used to own, I'm gonna share this with the viewers or with the YouTube fans. I used to own over 30 pairs of Converses, and I didn't even know that they were their own company until I did a book report on them as a high schooler. They used to hurt my feet so damn bad. Then I had started wearing other shoes. Nah, that's too much to share. I'll just leave it at that. And that's like a little funny thing. I used to own over 30 pairs of Converses, and I didn't even know that they were their own company, I guess, until they got bought out. But I'll leave it at that, because then maybe somebody in the comments is like, oh, you know they're not their own company no more. So yeah, I'll probably leave it in there on purpose. I used to own over 30 pairs of Converses, and I didn't even know that they were their own company until I did a book report on them as a high schooler. They used to hurt my feet so damn bad. And then bam, I'll plug the other video. So that's pretty much it. That's good. That's outro right there. We done. Actually, technically, this was the outro. No, because the outro was like for more news and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not putting all that stuff in there. You guys already know. All right, well, goddamn, this is the fastest I've typed up a review. Mario's probably going to be this fast, so give me like 5 minutes or so to just retitle this into the next video. And then I also got to download the video because I see I'm playing the Air trailer. Oh, and the poster has to change. Everything got to change. So give me 5 minutes to do a wardrobe change, and then we'll be back writing Super Mario review. You know I still got to record these too, right? This is going to be crazy. I'm writing these with you guys because I like to have fun and chat with y'all. And then who's in the special thanks? Just Vanzy? Yeah, just Vanzy. So again, if you ever want to be credited in one of my videos, like you want to see your name in the comment section, or not the comment section, the video description under special thanks. You ever watch the movie? You know how the movie credits be like, special thanks to this person, that person. That's what this is. That's what special thanks is. Just for joining the chat, typing in whatever. Did anybody else join besides myself? No, nobody else joined. So yeah, that's how you get in the thing. Okay. I guess love you, bye, because yeah, I'm done. I'll be back in 5 minutes to do Mario. Okay.